Swastiastu. Alright, let me introduce myself first. My name is Negari Putri, and today I would like to invite you to explore one of the tourist attraction in Singapore Tengah. So, as we know, traveling to the holy place has become commonplace that in the world of tourism. In Bali, temple is one of the favorite place or favorite tourist attraction that local and foreign tourists visit. So today I have arrived at one of the famous and tourist attraction in Singapore Tengah that called is Puseh Negari or Puseh Temple Negari. Alright, as we know, this temple located in Negari, Singapore Tengah, Sukawati, Gianyar, Bali. The beaten distance from I Gusti Ngurah Rai International Airport to Puseh Temple Negari is 29 km with an estimate time according to Google Maps of 1 hour. For the accessibility to reach Pura Puseh Negari or Puseh Temple Negari is for the local visitor, they can reach temple by using some transportation, such as motorcycle, car, taxi, and the other. And then, for the tourists from foreign country, they can come to Bali by plane, and if they want to go to Puseh Temple Negari, they can rent a car or taxi. And the route to reach the temple is not jammed. Puseh Temple Negari has become a well-known tourist attraction. Before the pandemic, many tourists had come to visit this temple to see the majesty of the temple. And one of the most famous places in this temple is Kori Agung building. This famous temple is used as a place of prayer and worship of Ida Sang Hyang Widiwasa during the Piodalan. But if not Piodalan, tourists may come to visit this place and learn Balinese culture. Because this is a holy place, there are several rules for tourists to visit this place. The first one is dress neatly and properly with sarung or kaman that available at the security guard area. The second one is ladies on period are prohibited to enter the temple area. And the next one is no tresting. And the last one is following the instruction given by the temple attendant. So, if the tourists want to visit the temple, they should to prepare and wear sarung or as we usually call as kaman and shawl or selendang. But if the tourists don't prepare or don't have kaman, this temple also provided kaman and shawl or selendang for the tourists who don't have kaman. So, this is the place for registration and borrow some kaman for the tourists. Pura Puseh Negari or Puseh Temple Negari has historical affinity with the long journey of Resi Markandeya. This can be seen from the relationship between this temple and the Griya Sakti temple in Manuabo, Kendran, Tegalalang, which is believed to be a place to respect or regard the rule of Empu Markandeya. Likewise, the existence of relic in the form of a holy object called Sabta Patala, which is now buried in one of the main corners of the temple, show the influence of a figure who is known among the citizens of Negari as Ida Ratu Kajal. Puseh Temple Negari consists of three areas, that's called as three mandala. The first is the main area of the mandala, which is the deepest area that functions as a place of prayer by Negari resident. The second one is Madhya Mandala. Madhya Mandala is in the middle part of the temple. Between the main area and the middle area, there is a Kori Agung building, which is the tallest building of the temple. Its height reached 26 meters. Kori Agung itself became a kind of entrance to the main temple at the time of Piodalan. The outermost area is called Mr. Mandala, or the last area that's called as Mr. Mandala or Jaba site, which is a place to take a ceremonial preparation such as making offerings. In the collective memory of the Negari people, various magical stories are recorded regarding the construction of the Puseh temple in the Negari village. For example, the heroic situation that arose when hundreds of residents transported a large stone from Banjarglogor, Lotunduh Ubud, a distance of about 3 kilometers from Negari. The giant stones are transported through the Was River, accompanied by the Tetabuhan Bleganjur. The local belief related to this place is we as a resident of Banjarnegari take great care of this holy temple. Therefore, for tourists or residents who are on their period, it is strictly prohibited to enter the temple, because if it is violated, then the temple must carry out a big ceremony to purify the temple again. At Puseh Temple Negari, there is also a tradition of not allowing the pedanda to lead the worship, except during large-scale ceremony, which are once every 30 years, because it is believed that there is already supernatural ceremonial leader. So here at Puseh Temple Negari, the visitor can see the magnificent temple building with the classical ornament, Balinese carving, statue, relief, and the other. Not only that, you as a tourist or the resident can also learn about the culture and history of temple in Bali. To visit this temple, the tourists are not limited to the duration of their visit. The tourists are free to enjoy the object of the temple with its majesty. The temple attraction is open every day from morning to evening. As I said before, in Puseh Temple Negari, there is one object that is of most interest and most famous, namely the Kori Agung building. This building is the tallest building of the temple, reaching 26 meters high. This building is filled with sculptures that are very typical in Bali. The carving of the building is very magnificent. Kori Agung building became a kind of entrance to the main temple at the time of Piodalan. Alright, I think that's all about the place in a tourism attraction in Singapadu Tengah. So if you want to come here, you should to obey all of the rules. So I think that's enough from my presentation and explore of one of the tourism attraction in here. I will closing by Pramasanti. Om Santi, 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 Om.